Everywhere you go, your boyfriend or girlfriend is telling you what to do and how to do it. And if they're not telling you what to do, your family and friends are telling you to get rid of them. Like when your best friend told you he saw your girl out with another guy, but you just refused to believe him. It's an internal code that keeps you from cutting your losses when you know you should. Well, we're here to tell you to break that code. The answer to your relationship, the breakup code.
Hey guys, welcome to the Breakup Code. I'm Melissa Christian.
And I'm Juan Flores.
We're going to be walking you through breakups, from how to do it and how others have taken the plunge. First, let's hit the streets and check out what some college students have to say about breaking up.
Breaking up with someone is kind of a bi-monthly process for me, even though I don't really get into relationships. You just got to break it off with them just to set the ground rules.
My favorite way I've ever dumped someone is I like to make t-shirts, preferably a tank, just saying, Sally, it's over.
I have this policy. I don't really get into relationships per se, but like the chick is always like, she wants to get FBO and stuff. I'm just like, no, let's not do that. And so it always seems like it ends in a breakup for a relationship I was never in to begin with. Text message. Send them a text message and just been like, look, I don't want you coming over anymore.
One of my new favorite ways to break up with girls is over Facebook. Makes it a lot easier. Plus you can jump to the next one in like 13 seconds. All you gotta do is hit the refresh.
I've broken up with more girls than I've taken credit hours here.
Wow, those guys were pretty heartless. Juan, have you ever broken up with someone on text or Facebook?
Nah, the kind of girls I date would never let that fly. They'd hunt me down and make me regret breaking up with them. Like that, for sure.
Sounds like you've been in some pretty controlling relationships. Have you ever tried breaking up with a girl that she didn't get the hint or she refused to be broken up with you?
Ha! Yeah, there was this one girl. Every time I would try and break up with her, she would just say, no, we're not, and then change the subject. I wasn't sure what to do, so I just kept dating her until she ultimately broke up with me. Thank God.
Well, I don't think you're the only one that's ever happened to. Let's go to your interview with that man that will help anyone permanently break up with their partner.
Guys, well, as we all know, breaking up is never an easy thing to do. But today we have a professional breakup artist, Emmanuel McKenzie, to give us an insight on how to break up with somebody. How are you doing today, Emmanuel?
I'm great. Thanks for having me on the show.
Tell me exactly what is it that you do?
I'm a professional breakup artist. Pretty much, people pay me to devise a plan for them to make a clean break as possible from their significant other. Basically, I'm the unhitch.
Do you devise these plans, and is it really an art?
As you can imagine, in some relationships, you have to be very delicate the way you end it. For example, if you were dating somebody who possibly mentioned slashing your tires or causing bodily harm in the fights that you've had, then you have to be very careful. On the other hand, with some people, you really have to drive it home that the relationship is over. Because if you're too delicate, they'll just not realize it and may just keep acting like you're still together. And of course, it gets very complicated when you try to manage the affected relationships outside of the couple. So I have to get as much information as possible about my client's relationship so that I can develop a tailor-made strategy. There is definitely a certain art to it.
Did you find out you were good at this?
In college, I would help my friends get out of relationships with obsessive girls. And then I guess it snowballed from there, especially when I realized it was women who needed the most help from escaping obsessive or abusive men.
So do you think it's really important the way you break up with someone? It's not good enough to send a text?
Absolutely not. I said you don't want a crazy ex coming after you with a knife, so it's definitely important to break up with people the right way. And no, sending a text is not the best idea.
Okay. Do you ever feel bad about breaking people up?
That's a very fair question. I get that one a lot. The answer is no. I'm not trying to work with clients who are, let's say, in a middle-age crisis, just trying to get out of, to abandon their family and their partner for selfish reasons. I'm trying to help people get another chance at happiness who are in abusive relationships.
That's pretty impressive. What's one of the most interesting ways you've helped someone ditch their ex?
I think one of my most nerve-wracking breakups was this girl that came to me because she was in a very controlling relationship. Her boyfriend wouldn't let her do anything and would always accuse her of cheating. She started having anxiety about things like her phone going off because he would yell at her saying it was another guy, things like that. The worst part was, of course, she lived with him. Obviously, there's no easy way around this, so I made a plan for her to pack up all her things while he was at work, helped move her into an apartment, and changed her phone number as well that same day. This seems extreme, but she definitely felt as if she was in danger of being physically harmed.
Emmanuel, it was great talking to you and hearing about how you help people.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, the unhinged seems to know what he was talking about. Not to mention, he's pretty cute. Say, Juan, you would be my pretend boyfriend so I can call him to help me get rid of you, and then maybe he'll take me to dinner or something?
I doubt it, Alyssa.
Well, a girl can dream, can't she? Whatever. Anyways, have you ever been in a really crazy breakup?
Actually, yeah, I have.
I mean, like, really, really crazy. Fatal attraction crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. What do you mean?
Well, you'll see. Let's hear what happened to our friend Drew when he decided to finally break up with his girlfriend.
I have had a bad breakup in my life. This one stands out to me. My girlfriend at the time, she just got really uptight about everything. If I asked her to do something that apparently a woman does better than a man, she would get really upset and lock herself in her room for days. She was like making a sandwich for herself. It was like all this vegetarian gross stuff, and I was like, hey, babe, can you make me a sandwich? And I said, please, I'm pretty sure, twice. She just yelled at me like, shut up, you can't, don't tell me what to do, you're always telling me what to do. And it's crazy into like, you know, women, equal rights, all this stuff. Like, she would just get pissed for no reason. She was like a really big feminist, and like if you said fireman, she would get really mad and just said, hey, did you see on TV those firemen saved the little kid from the building? And she was like, what did you just say? I said, they saved a little kid like from a burning building. She's like, no, who saved the little kid from the burning building? It's like, the firemen? And she started choking me. That gave me nightmares, like that night, obviously, and then just 4 or 5 nights on after that. The straw that broke the camel's back. We were at dinner, Chili's, I believe. It was our expensive date night. I worked at Walmart, so I didn't really have that much of a paycheck. And we sat down at the like really nice booth. The waiter said, how are you guys doing? Like as soon as the waiter said guys, she just, like the look in her eyes like scared me to death, like chilled my bones. I was like, she just started yelling feminist chants. I've never heard them before. And he looked at her and he was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. And I guess because she was making so much noise, the manager finally came over. I was like, is everything okay with you guys over here? And when he said guys, she flipped. I couldn't take it. I just looked at her and I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. And I stormed out of the restaurant.
Dang! I guess I never had that crazy of a girlfriend or breakup. Poor guy.
Yeah, you would have thought he would have realized she was crazy a lot sooner.
I'm surprised he got away so cleanly. I mean, she didn't follow him out or nothing.
I know, he got super lucky. We did a simulation to a show, a great way to get a clean getaway like that, remember?
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, it's time to take out your pen and paper so we can give some great pointers on breaking up in our breakup simulation. Watch this.
As we all know, even when you are certain you want to break up with your not so significant other, it can be very hard to commit to the action. I'm going to walk you through a breakup simulation that will hopefully make you feel more prepared in this kind of situation. Always remember to stand your ground and never let the situation escalate out of your control. We have Daryl, who has been working hard all day packing up all his girlfriend's belongings. Now he is relaxing before she sees what has happened and the storm begins.
Hey babe, I'm home. What's all of this?
Well, I don't know how to tell you this. I don't think we're gonna work. I packed all your stuff up neatly in these boxes, you know, to help you transition for when you move. I even brought the fern that we got together.
Transition to move? Where am I supposed to go? You're just springing this on me. What do you mean?
Okay, so as you can see, Daryl's girlfriend probably understands what is going on, but she just has to keep asking questions so that she can rationalize the situation in her head before she makes her next move. Daryl has 2 options. He can fall into the trap, get angry, and start fighting with her and possibly make up. or he can keep his cool and just continue explaining that the relationship is over. She needs to move out. Let's see what happens.
Listen, Alyssa, I don't know how I can put this any more simply. We're not going to work. This relationship's over. I'm sorry.
Over. Oh, we've been together 2.5 years, and you just packed my stuff, and it's over. Oh, and you even packed the plant, really? So disrespectful. Let me tell you, we are so over, it's ridiculous. Like, my parents are police officers. Don't get caught speeding. I'm so done. I'm through with you. Whatever. Don't call me. Don't talk to me.
I'm not sure if you just saw what actually just happened, but Alyssa finally realized that she got dumped. She then switched to a defense mode and turned the entire situation around to make it seem as if she was ending the relationship on her own terms. Now she can tell all her girlfriends without embarrassment that she dumped him. That's what I like to call a win-win situation. This couldn't have ended better for Daryl. We hope this simulation will help you in your future endeavors.
I'm so glad we had our friend Daryl's help to show everyone the best possible breakup situation.
Yeah, I didn't want to play his part. You probably would have been a lot harsher on me.
Yeah, that's true. Well, guys, that's all the time we have for today. Join us next time when we talk about more crazy breakups.